was something else in the world happening around this time. Mercantilism was the general economic system that the global economy ran off before economics was even an academic discipline. The idea of mercantilism was that an economy should try and export as much as possible while importing as little as possible, because that way you could accumulate as much gold as possible. Now, to a world that had not yet studied economics, this made perfect sense. Gold was almost a universally accepted store of value, so if you wanted to be wealthy, you get as much gold as possible. Of course, mercantilism is not how we run our economies today, because the study of economics has shown that economic cooperation and free trade produces much more wealth overall, because certain regions have advantages in producing certain items, and if we all just do what we're good at, the world becomes a richer place. It also makes it possible to produce items that simply couldn't be made within the confines of a single nation, no matter how big it is. You are currently getting some small economic benefit from watching this video, and you might attribute that to the technology which has made it possible, but also consider the advanced economic systems that coordinate all of that technology. The video you're watching now would not have been possible without silicon-rich quartz, and you might think you know where this is going, but you'd be wrong. That quartz rock from South America is refined into pure silicon and is then shipped to Germany, where a company called Zeiss will turn it into a mirror with micron precision. Those levels of precision are achieved by using machines that turn that silicon into a vapour before depositing it one atom at a time onto a mirror plate. These machines were made possible by technical collaboration between dozens of universities and research institutes across Europe and North America. Once these mirrors are made, they are then shipped to the Netherlands to a company called ASML, which puts them into machines called fabs. The mirrors work in conjunction with high-powered lasers to etch computer chip patterns into more blocks of pure silicon to make CPUs and GPUs. These fabs are then shipped to companies like TSMC, which manufactures chips based on designs supplied by companies like AMD, Intel, and Nvidia. Those chips are then shipped to companies like Foxconn, which will combine them with other advanced components to make something like a smartphone. They will then deliver this smartphone to a company like Apple, who will have designed and marketed it for customers all over the world. That is less than 1% of the steps involved in making an advanced product like a smartphone. I haven't mentioned the companies that transport any of these products, or the teams making sure the whole process is kept secure, or even the institutions already working on making the technology this whole supply chain is based around completely obsolete. It's easy to see this whole process as simply a marvel of modern science and engineering, and it is. But all of that economic collaboration, free trade, and division of labour across dozens of countries and millions of workers would not have been possible without the economic advancements of people like Adam Smith.